All right, so you're ready to launch your online dream, right?
Yeah.
Whether it's a business or a blog or your portfolio, and you stumble upon Spark, and
Okay.
they're promising unlimited cloud hosting for a one-time fee.
Right.
Sounds incredible, right?
Okay.
Almost too good to be true,
Yeah.
which is why we're diving into their marketing materials today.
Okay.
We're going to unpack what unlimited actually means,
Okay.
explore the potential of their 99 AI tools,
Mm-hmm.
and ultimately help you decide if Spark is the spark you need to ignite your online presence.
What's really captivating about Spark is this idea that they've bundled together a lot of different things that are very popular right now.
Okay.
Cloud hosting, a suite of AI tools, and this appeal of just making one single payment.
Yeah.
But as with anything that sounds too good to be true,
Right.
we need to kind of peel back the layers and see what's really going on.
Okay, let's start with this unlimited cloud hosting.
Okay.
They say unlimited websites, unlimited domains, and unlimited bandwidth.
Right.
It feels like a digital feast, but I'm guessing there's a catch somewhere.
You're right to be cautious.
Okay.
So while Spark's claim of unlimited websites and domains,
Mm-hmm.
that holds true,
Yeah.
the unlimited part gets a little bit blurry when you look at storage.
Okay.
They offer a total of 10 gigabits of storage across all of your domains.
Okay.
Now, 10 gigabit might sound like a lot,
Mm-hmm.
but just to give you some context, a single high-resolution image can easily take up 5 millibits.
Wow.
A short video, maybe 500 millibits.
Oh, wow.
So if your website is image-heavy,
Yeah.
or you plan on hosting videos, you could hit that 10 gigabit limit faster than you think.
So it's like having a buffet where you can pile your plate as high as you want,
Yes,
but there's only a limited amount of food overall.
exactly. That's a great analogy.
Okay.
For someone with a text-based blog
Yeah.
or a simple portfolio website,
Yeah.
10 gigabit might be more than enough.
Yeah.
But if you're launching an e-commerce store with hundreds of product images,
Yeah.
or a photography website showcasing high-resolution photos, that storage limit could become a real roadblock.
That makes total sense. So
Yeah.
how do we figure out if this unlimited hosting is actually unlimited enough for our needs?
Before you jump in and just get excited about the unlimited,
Yeah.
just take stock of what you're planning to host.
Okay.
Are you primarily dealing with text content?
Mm-hmm.
Or will you have lots of images and videos? If you're unsure, there are actually online tools that you can use to estimate the storage requirements for different types of content.
Oh, cool. Okay, so we've addressed the storage limit.
Right.
What about the other advantages and potential pitfalls of this one-time fee model?
Sure.
I mean, no recurring fees sounds like a dream come true.
It definitely has its appeal,
Right.
especially for those starting out and looking to minimize upfront costs.
Yeah.
Imagine you can cut your hosting budget to a single predictable payment.
Right.
That's a powerful incentive.
But I'm guessing there are downsides too, right?
Of course.
Beyond the storage limit, what else should we be wary of?
So a major consideration is reliance on a single provider.
Okay.
You're essentially putting all your eggs in one basket.
Right.
What if Spark goes out of business
Right.
or their service quality deteriorates over time?
Yeah.
You've committed to a lifetime plan, and switching providers down the line could be a hassle.
Yeah, that's a valid point. I wouldn't want to feel trapped with a provider that's no longer meeting my needs.
Exactly. It's like choosing a gym
Okay.
based solely on their lifetime membership offer.
Right.
It might seem like a great deal up front,
Yeah.
but what if the equipment is outdated, the classes are terrible, or the gym closes down?
Okay, so let's say we're comfortable with the storage limit and the potential risks of a lifetime plan.
Okay.
What about the AI tools?
Right.
Spark boasts 99 integrated AI tools.
Yeah.
It's an incredible number. Tell me more about these tools.
This is where things get really interesting.
Okay.
Spark seems to be embracing this AI revolution head-on, integrating tools that can potentially transform the way you build and manage your website.
I was skimming through the material, and some of these tools sound mind-blowing.
Yeah.
They mentioned Sora AI for video creation, ChatGPT for content generation, and DALL-E 3 HD for crafting custom images.
Right.
What exactly are these AI tools and how do they work?
Think of them as your digital sidekicks, ready to assist you with a wide range of tasks.
Okay.
Sora AI, for example, can generate entire videos based on your prompts.
Oh.
It analyzes your input, pulls relevant footage from its vast database, and assembles a video that matches your vision.
So I could essentially create a promotional video for my website without ever picking up a camera.
That's the idea. Now, whether the quality matches that of a professionally produced
Oh, yeah.
video is another question.
Sure.
But for quick explainer videos,
Yeah.
product demos, or social media content,
Mhm.
Sora AI could be a game changer.
Okay, that's impressive. What about ChatGPT?
Right.
I've heard a lot about it, but I'm still not quite sure what it does.
ChatGPT is a powerful language model that can understand and generate human-like text.
Okay.
Imagine using it to write blog posts,
Mm-hmm.
create website copy,
Yeah.
or even draft emails to your customers.
Wow.
You provide the prompts and guidelines, and ChatGPT does the heavy lifting of writing.
So I could potentially automate a huge chunk of my content creation process. That's a massive time saver.
Exactly. And for those who struggle with writer's block or find writing to be a chore,
Yeah.
ChatGPT could be a lifesaver.
Right.
Imagine you could cut your content creation time by 75%,
Wow.
allowing you to focus on other aspects of your business.
All right, let's move on to DALL-E 3HD.
Right.
What's so special about this AI tool?
DALL-E 3HD is an AI image generator that can create stunning high-resolution images from text descriptions.
Okay.
Imagine typing in a futuristic cityscape at sunset, and DALL-E 3HD generates a breathtaking image that perfectly matches your vision.
So instead of spending hours searching for the perfect stock photo,
Yeah.
I could just describe what I need and have the AI create it for me.
You got it. It opens up a world of creative possibilities,
Yeah.
allowing you to create unique, custom visuals that perfectly align with your brand and message.
These AI tools sound like a website owner's dream come true.
It's pretty remarkable how far it's come.
Are there any downsides we need to consider before we get too carried away?
Absolutely. While the potential of these AI tools is undeniable, we need to approach them with a healthy dose of realism.
Okay.
First, let's talk about quality.
Okay.
While AI-generated content has come a long way,
Right.
it's not always perfect.
Yeah.
You'll still need to review and edit the output, especially if you're aiming for a specific tone or style.
So it's more like having a super efficient assistant rather than a complete replacement for human creativity.
Precisely. It's about augmenting your skills, not replacing them entirely.
Yeah.
Think of it as a collaboration.
Yeah.
They provide the direction and the human touch.
Right.
And the AI tools handle the tedious tasks.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Are there any other limitations or potential drawbacks to consider?
Well, there's the question of control and customization.
Okay.
While AI tools are becoming increasingly sophisticated,
Right.
they might not always capture the nuance and specificity you're looking for.
Oh,
You might need to spend time tweaking the output to get it just right.
so it's not just a set it and forget it solution?
Yeah.
There's still a learning curve
Right.
involved in mastering these tools and getting the best results.
Absolutely. And that brings us to another crucial point,
Okay.
the evolution of AI.
Right.
These tools are constantly being updated and improved.
Mm-hmm.
What works today might be obsolete tomorrow.
Wow.
So you need to be prepared to adapt and learn as the technology evolves.
That's a good reminder to stay curious and keep learning.
Yeah.
So we've explored the storage limits of Spark's unlimited hosting
Right.
and delved into the capabilities of their impressive AI tools. But before we get too excited about all these features, I think it's important to take a step back and address the elephant in the room.
Okay.
The marketing material for Spark is, well, incredibly enthusiastic.
Yeah.
Almost too enthusiastic.
It can be a little bit over the top.
Yeah,
Mhm.
you're right to be cautious.
Yeah.
Whenever you encounter bold claims and extravagant promises,
Right.
it's essential to approach them with a healthy dose of skepticism.
Absolutely.
Let's unpack some of the potential red flags and hidden costs that might be lurking beneath the surface.
Sounds good to me.
What should we be on the lookout for?
Firstly, let's dive deeper into those potential hidden costs and limitations.
Okay.
While Spark offers a one-time fee,
Right.
are there potential upgrade fees down the line?
Okay.
What about price increases for additional storage or services in the future?
Oh.
These details might not be prominently displayed in their marketing materials.
It's like signing up for a gym membership that seems incredibly affordable
Yes.
until you discover all the hidden fees for personal training special classes and facility access.
Exactly. Always read the fine print.
Yeah.
And understand the full scope of the offer before making a commitment.
Okay, good advice. And another crucial aspect to consider
Yeah.
is the long-term viability and support of the platform.
That's right.
A one-time fee model can be challenging to sustain.
Right.
How will Spark generate revenue to cover ongoing costs,
Yeah.
like server maintenance, software updates, and customer support?
Mm-hmm.
So will they still be around in a few years to support my website?
That's a good question.
And if they are, Will the quality of support be the same?
Yeah, these are valid questions to ask before jumping into any lifetime hosting plan. It's like choosing a restaurant based solely on their all-you-can-eat offer.
Yeah.
You might get a great deal, but what about the quality of the food, the service, and the ambiance?
So what are some key questions we should be asking to navigate the hype
Okay.
and make an informed decision about Spark?
First, dig into those terms of service. What are the actual limitations of their unlimited offerings?
Right.
What happens if you exceed the storage limit or bandwidth?
Yeah.
Are there any hidden fees for exceeding certain thresholds?
Okay, that's a good point.
Yeah.
Then we need to look beyond the marketing hype
Yes.
and research Spark's track record. How long have they been in business?
Right.
What's their reputation for customer support and service reliability?
Yeah.
Are there any independent reviews or comparisons we can consult?
Good questions.
Third, and this is crucial,
Yeah.
we need to compare their offering to other hosting providers in the market.
Absolutely.
What are the industry standards for pricing, storage, and support?
Right.
Are they truly offering something unique and valuable, or just repackaging existing services with a flashy marketing campaign?
It's good to be skeptical.
Finally, and perhaps most importantly,
Yeah.
we need to honestly assess our own needs and goals.
Absolutely.
What type of website are we building?
Right.
How much storage and bandwidth do we realistically need?
Yeah.
Are we comfortable relying on a single provider for the long term?
Those are all important questions to consider.
By asking these questions, we can move beyond the allure of marketing promises
Right.
and make a decision based on facts analysis and a clear understanding of our own requirements.
Because that's really key.
Those are great points.
Yeah.
Now, even though we've been focusing on Spark today, this deep dive is really about equipping you with the knowledge and tools to evaluate any hosting provider.
Absolutely. Let's shift gears and discuss some essential factors everyone should consider when choosing a hosting provider,
Okay.
regardless of how enticing their offers might seem.
Sounds good to me. Let's start with the foundation of any secure online presence.
Okay.
Security Spark mentions encryption and protection.
Right.
But how does their approach compare to industry standards? What should we be looking for?
Security is paramount when choosing a hosting provider.
Mm-hmm.
You're entrusting them with your website data, customer information, and potentially even your business operations. Look for providers that offer robust security measures, like firewalls, malware protection, and regular backups.
They mentioned DDoS protection and end-to-end SSL encryption. Are those the gold standards?
Those are definitely essential features.
Okay.
DDoS protection helps safeguard your site from attacks that can overload your server and take your site offline.
Wow.
Imagine losing access to your website during a big sale or product launch.
Right.
That's a nightmare scenario that DDoS protection can prevent.
That's reassuring to know. And what about SSL encryption? Why is that so important?
SSL encryption protects sensitive information, like credit card numbers and login credentials.
Okay.
It establishes a secure connection between your website and your visitors' browsers,
Right.
ensuring that any data transmitted between them remains confidential and protected from prying eyes.
So these are all good signs from Spark.
Yeah.
But you're saying it's still worth comparing their security measures with other providers.
Absolutely. Don't just take their word for it.
Right.
Look for independent reviews and comparisons.
That evaluate the security practices of different hosting companies.
Right.
You want to make sure they're truly walking the walk, not just talking the talk.
Okay. Security is checked off the list. What about performance?
Okay.
Spark claims to offer faster loading times, a common claim in the hosting world.
Very common.
But how do we know if these claims are legitimate?
Right.
What factors actually influence website speed?
Website speed is crucial for both user experience and search engine optimization.
Okay.
Slow-loading websites lead to higher bounce rates.
Okay.
That's when visitors leave your site before even seeing what you have to offer.
Right.
They also lead to lower conversion rates,
Okay.
meaning fewer people take the actions you want them to take, like making a purchase or signing up for your newsletter.
Right.
And finally, slow-loading websites can hurt your search engine rankings,
Okay.
making it harder for potential customers to find you online.
Wow. So site speed isn't just about making things look snappy.
No.
It has a real impact on my bottom line. Okay. Now when a hosting provider claims faster loading times, we need to ask faster than what? Ask them to back up their claims with data and independent benchmarks.
Okay.
How do their loading times compare to industry averages?
Right.
What specific technologies do they use to optimize speed and performance?
So don't be shy about asking for proof.
No.
Another big consideration is support.
Mm-hmm.
Spark mentions 24/7 support from marketing gurus.
Right.
That sounds pretty enticing.
Yeah.
But is 24/7 support truly necessary?
It depends. And what level of support do different providers offer? The level of support you need depends on your technical expertise and the complexity of your website.
Okay.
If you're comfortable troubleshooting issues on your own, you might not need 24/7 phone support.
Right.
But if you're running a mission-critical website that generates revenue or handles sensitive customer data, then 24/7 availability could be a lifesaver.
Yeah.
Imagine your website crashing in the middle of the night, right before a big product launch.
Oh, no.
Having access to immediate support could make all the difference.
So it's about finding the right level of support for your needs.
Exactly.
Some people just need basic email support,
Right.
while others need a dedicated account manager on speed dial.
Precisely. Look for providers that offer clear support options and service level agreements.
Okay.
What are their response times for different types of inquiries?
Right.
Do they offer phone, email, or chat support?
Mm-hmm.
Do they have a comprehensive knowledge base and helpful tutorials available?
And finally, let's talk about flexibility.
Okay.
Spark's one-time fee model is certainly appealing,
Yeah.
but are there any downsides to locking into a long-term plan?
That's a crucial consideration.
Okay.
While a one-time fee might seem like a great deal up front,
Right.
it can limit your flexibility down the line.
Okay.
What happens if your website needs change?
Yeah.
What if the provider's technology becomes outdated?
Right.
What if you're simply not satisfied with their service?
So it's like choosing between buying a house and renting an apartment.
Yeah.
Buying seems like a great investment,
Right.
but what if your circumstances change and you need to move?
That's a great analogy.
Okay.
Renting provides more flexibility to adapt to your evolving needs. Similarly, having the option to switch hosting providers if your requirements change can be invaluable.
So there's a trade-off between the potential cost savings of a one-time fee
Yes.
and the flexibility of a month-to-month or yearly plan.
Exactly. It's essential to weigh those factors carefully based on your individual circumstances and risk tolerance.
All right, we've covered a lot of ground in this first part of our deep dive into AI-powered website hosting.
We have.
We've explored Spark's unlimited hosting claims, delved into their impressive AI toolkit,
Yeah.
and started to unpack the potential red flags and broader hosting considerations you need to be aware of.
Absolutely. It's all about making informed decisions
Yes.
that align with your unique needs and aspirations.
Right.
We'll be back in the next part to recap all these essential points
Okay.
and delve even deeper into the world of AI-powered website hosting.
Welcome back to our deep dives into the world of AI-powered website hosting.
Glad to be back.
In the first part, we explored Spark's captivating offer of unlimited hosting with a one-time fee and their impressive suite of 99 AI tools. We also started to peel back the layers, discussing potential hidden costs and the importance of comparing Spark's offering with industry standards.
Yeah. It's always good to have those benchmarks.
Right. We covered a lot of ground, but it's always good to take a moment to synthesize what we've learned so far.
Yeah.
So let's recap some key takeaways before we go deeper.
Sounds good to me.
Let's start with that unlimited cloud hosting claim.
Okay.
It sounds appealing, but as we discovered, it's not as limitless as it might seem at first glance.
Right. That's a really important point.
Yeah.
Well, Spark truly allows you to host unlimited websites and domains. The 10 GB shared storage limit is a crucial factor to consider. So it's essential to evaluate your needs realistically.
Yeah.
If you're envisioning a website filled with high-resolution images and videos, you might outgrow that 10 GB limit sooner than you expect.
So it's not necessarily about the number of websites you can host,
No.
but the type and size of content you plan to showcase.
Exactly. For someone with a text-based blog
Right.
or a streamlined portfolio,
Yeah.
10 GB could be more than enough.
Right.
But if you're dreaming of launching a vibrant e-commerce store or a visually stunning photography website,
Okay.
you might need to think carefully about your storage requirements.
Okay, so unlimited comes with its own set of caveats.
Right.
What about the one-time fee model?
Okay.
Is that something we should be wary of?
It's certainly appealing. For those starting out or working with a tight budget,
Right.
imagine eliminating those recurring monthly or annual hosting fees. That's a significant advantage.
But as with any long-term commitment, you need to weigh the benefits against the potential risks. I can see that. It's like choosing between a fixed-rate mortgage
Okay.
and an adjustable-rate mortgage.
Yeah.
The fixed rate provides stability and predictability.
Right.
But it might not be the best option if your financial situation changes down the line.
That's a great analogy.
Yeah.
The one-time fee provides that initial sense of security and predictability, but it could limit your flexibility if your needs change,
Right.
or if you encounter issues with the provider.
So it's all about finding the right balance between affordability functionality
Yeah.
and the peace of mind that comes with knowing you have options if things don't work out as planned.
I think that's key.
Right. Now let's talk about Spark's 99 AI tools.
Okay.
I have to admit, I'm still a little blown away by the sheer number and variety of tools they offer.
It's an impressive collection.
Yeah.
Spark seems to be betting big on the transformative power of AI. And it's exciting to see how these tools can potentially streamline website creation and management.
I'm particularly intrigued by Sora AI for video creation. Imagine being able to produce professional quality videos without ever needing a camera crew or expensive editing software.
It's a powerful concept.
Yeah.
And Sora AI represents a significant leap forward in AI-driven video generation.
Right.
Imagine launching your online store with a series of captivating product demos created entirely with AI.
Yeah.
Or think about producing engaging social media content that grabs attention and drives traffic to your website.
That's a game changer for anyone who wants to leverage the power of video,
Yeah.
but lacks the time, resources, or technical skills to create videos traditionally.
That's a huge barrier for a lot of people.
It is. What about ChatGPT?
Okay.
How can this AI tool revolutionize the way we create content?
ChatGPT is an incredibly versatile tool.
Okay.
Imagine struggling to write a compelling About Us page for your website.
Right.
You can simply provide ChatGPT with some key information about your brand and your values.
Okay.
And it can generate several different options for you to choose from.
So it's not just about replacing human writers.
Right.
It's about providing a starting point, a spark of inspiration.
Yes.
Or a way to overcome writer's block.
Exactly. And for those who find writing to be a daunting task, ChatGPT can be a tremendous time saver.
Right.
Imagine launching your website weeks ahead of schedule.
Wow.
Because you were able to generate all your website copy with the help of AI.
Now that's efficiency.
Yeah.
And what about DALL-E 3 HD?
Okay.
I'm fascinated by the idea of creating custom images using AI.
DALL-E 3 HD opens up a world of visual possibilities.
Okay.
Imagine needing a unique header image for your website that perfectly captures your brand's aesthetic.
Right.
Instead of spending hours searching through stock photos or hiring a graphic designer, you could simply describe your vision to DALL-E 3 HD, and it will generate several options tailored to your specifications.
It's like having a personal art director at your fingertips.
Yeah, it's pretty amazing.
But as we discussed earlier, it's important to approach these AI tools with a healthy dose of realism.
Right.
They're not magic wands, and there's still a learning curve involved in using them effectively.
Yeah, you're absolutely right.
Right.
AI-generated content can be impressive.
Yeah.
But it's not always perfect.
Right.
You'll still need to review the output,
Okay.
make edits, and ensure that it aligns with your brand's voice and style.
So it's a collaboration between human creativity and AI assistance.
That's a great way to put it.
Right.
We provide the direction and the fine-tuning, and the AI tools handle the heavy lifting.
That's a great way to put it.
Yeah.
Now let's shift our focus to some broader considerations
Okay.
that apply to any hosting provider, not just Spark.
Right.
We started to touch on security earlier,
Yeah,
but it's worth diving deeper into this crucial aspect.
I agree.
Absolutely. Security should be a top priority for anyone building an online presence.
For sure.
What are some essential security features we should be looking for in a hosting provider?
Okay, so first and foremost, you want a provider that takes data protection seriously.
Okay.
Look for features like firewalls,
Okay.
which act as a barrier between your website and potential attackers,
Okay.
and intrusion detection systems, which constantly monitor your website for suspicious activity.
So it's like having a security guard and a surveillance system
Exactly.
working together to protect your online assets.
That's a good way to think about it.
Right. And don't forget about regular backups.
Right.
Your website data is precious.
Yeah. Yes.
And you need to make sure it's protected against accidental loss or damage.
Absolutely.
Look for a provider that offers automated backups and a clear recovery plan in case disaster strikes.
Yeah, that's a good point. Data recovery is often overlooked.
It is.
But it's crucial for business continuity.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What about those other security features we discussed earlier, like DDoS protection and SSL encryption?
Right.
Are those standard features we should expect from any reputable hosting provider?
They've become increasingly common. And for good reason. DDoS protection helps prevent your website from being overwhelmed by a flood of malicious traffic, which can cause slowdowns or even complete outages.
Yeah.
Imagine your e-commerce store being inaccessible during a big sale.
Oh, gosh.
That's a scenario you want to avoid at all costs.
That's a nightmare scenario for any online business.
Yeah, for sure.
And what about SSL encryption?
Okay.
Why is that so crucial for website security?
SSL encryption establishes a secure connection between your website and your visitors' browsers.
Okay.
It ensures that sensitive information like passwords, credit card details, and personal data is transmitted securely, protecting it from interception by hackers or eavesdroppers.
So it's like having a virtual bodyguard escorting sensitive information between my website and my visitors.
That's a good visualization.
That's reassuring to know.
Absolutely. Wow. And for e-commerce websites or any site that collects personal information, SSL encryption is non-negotiable.
Yeah.
It builds trust with your visitors, shows them that you take their privacy seriously, and can even improve your search engine rankings.
Okay, so security is a multifaceted issue.
It is.
And it's essential to look beyond the circus and understand how a hosting provider is actively protecting their servers and their clients' data.
Absolutely.
What about performance?
Okay.
We talked about website speed earlier.
Yeah.
But what other factors contribute to a smooth and reliable online experience?
Website speed is crucial. But it's only one piece of the performance puzzle.
Okay.
You also need to consider server uptime and reliability.
Okay.
Uptime refers to the percentage of time your website is accessible to visitors. Ideally, you want a provider that guarantees 99.9% uptime or higher.
So I want my website to be available to visitors virtually all the time.
Yes.
With minimal downtime.
As much as possible.
How can I know if a provider can deliver on their uptime promises?
Look for providers that are transparent about their uptime statistics. They should have publicly available data that shows their historical uptime performance. You can also check independent monitoring services that track website uptime for various hosting providers.
That's a good tip. I'll definitely be doing my research.
Okay, good.
What about server resources? I've heard terms like CPU, RAM, and bandwidth. But I'm not sure what they mean or how they impact website performance.
Think of these resources as the engine that powers your website.
Okay.
CPU, Central Processing Unit, handles the processing power needed to run your website's applications and scripts.
Okay.
RAM, Random Access Memory, is the short-term memory that stores data your website needs to access quickly.
Okay.
And bandwidth refers to the amount of data that can be transferred between your website and your visitors.
So I need a hosting provider that offers enough resources to handle my website's traffic and complexity.
Exactly. If your website is resource-intensive, with lots of dynamic, complex applications or high traffic volumes, you'll need a provider that offers more powerful servers and ample resources.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
It's like choosing a vehicle based on your needs.
Yeah.
If you're just commuting around town, a small car might be sufficient.
Right.
But if you're hauling heavy loads or going on long road trips, you'll need a truck or an SUV with more power and capacity.
That's a great analogy.
Now let's move on to another crucial aspect of hosting, support.
Support is so important.
We touched on this earlier, but it's worth emphasizing that having reliable and responsive support can make all the difference in your online journey.
It really can. I totally agree.
Absolutely. It's reassuring to know that there's someone you can turn to when you encounter technical issues. Have questions about your hosting plan. Or need assistance with anything related to your website.
Absolutely.
Before committing to a hosting provider, take some time to explore their support options and service-level agreements.
Okay.
Do they offer 24/7 support?
Yeah.
What channels of communication are available? Phone, email, chat.
Those are good questions.
It's also important to understand the expertise and responsiveness of their support team.
Yeah.
Are they true experts who can solve complex issues?
Right.
Or are they just reading from a script?
Reading online reviews can be helpful here.
Okay.
Other users' experiences can give you valuable insights into the quality and responsiveness of a provider's support team.
Okay, so I'm looking for a provider that offers multiple support channels, has a knowledgeable and responsive team, and ideally provides 247 of availability for those urgent situations.
That can be a lifesaver.
It can. What about flexibility?
Okay.
We talked about the potential limitations of Spark's lifetime plan.
Right.
What are some other aspects of flexibility we should consider when choosing a hosting provider?
Flexibility is about having options and the ability to adapt as your needs evolve.
Okay.
For example, can you easily upgrade or downgrade your hosting plan as your website grows or changes?
Yeah.
Can you add additional features or services as needed?
It's like choosing a cell phone plan.
Yeah.
Do you need unlimited data, or will a limited plan suffice?
Right.
Can you easily change your plan if your usage patterns change?
That's a perfect analogy.
Yeah.
Another aspect of flexibility is the ability to move your website to a different hosting provider.
Right.
If you're not satisfied with your current one.
I wouldn't want to feel trapped in a situation where I'm unhappy with a service.
Right.
Or the provider's technology is outdated.
Yeah.
But I'm locked into a long-term contract.
Exactly. Look for providers that make it easy to migrate your website to a different platform if needed.
Okay.
They should provide clear instructions and support for transferring your data.
So flexibility is all about having the freedom to make changes.
Yes.
And adapt as my online presence grows and evolves.
Precisely. And now let's return to Spark and those enticing marketing claims.
Okay.
We talked about the importance of being skeptical.
Right.
And looking for potential hidden costs. What are some specific red flags we should watch out for?
That's a great point. It's easy to get swept up in the excitement of a shiny new offer.
Yeah.
But it's essential to maintain a critical eye and ask the tough questions.
I agree.
Right.
First, pay close attention to the details of their unlimited offerings.
Okay.
What are the actual limitations on storage bandwidth or the number of websites you can host?
Right.
Are there any throttling mechanisms that might slow down your website if you exceed certain usage thresholds?
It's like signing up for an unlimited data plan for your phone.
Yeah.
Only to discover that your speed gets throttled after you've used a certain amount of data.
Exactly. Don't just take their word for it.
Right.
Read the fine print and understand the nuances of their service agreements.
Okay, so I'll be on the lookout for any hidden limitations or conditions that might impact my website's performance or cost me extra money down the line.
For sure.
What else should I be wary of?
Pay attention to their pricing structure.
Okay.
Is the one-time fee truly all-inclusive?
Right.
Or are there additional charges for essential features like email hosting domain registration or SSL certificates?
Okay.
These costs can quickly add up.
Yeah.
So it's important to factor them into your decision-making process.
It's like buying a car and then discovering that you have to pay extra for the tires, the radio, and the air conditioning.
Right.
Yeah.
Those seemingly small add-ons can make a big difference in the final price.
They can. And another important aspect to consider is the long-term viability and reputation of the provider.
Yeah, that's important.
How long have they been in business?
Mm-hmm.
What is their track record of customer satisfaction and service reliability?
Yeah.
Are they a stable and trustworthy company that you can rely on for the long haul?
Those are good questions.
I wouldn't want to invest my time and resources in a platform that might disappear overnight.
Right.
Or fail to provide adequate support when I need it most.
Exactly. It's like choosing a bank.
Okay.
You want a bank with a solid reputation, a history of financial stability, and a proven track record of protecting its customers' assets.
So it's all about doing your due diligence.
Yeah.
And making sure you're comfortable with the provider's financial stability and their commitment to customer satisfaction.
Precisely. And finally, before making any decisions, take some time to read independent reviews and compare Spark's offering to other hosting providers in the market.
Okay.
See how they stack up in terms of features, pricing, performance, security, and support.
That's a great reminder. It's essential to gather as much information as possible and weigh all the factors before making a decision.
Absolutely. And remember, there's no one-size-fits-all solution when it comes to website hosting.
Right.
The best provider for you will depend on your specific needs, goals, and budget.
Okay, we've covered a lot of ground in this part of our deep dive.
You have.
We've recapped the key points from our discussion of Spark's unlimited hosting and their impressive AI tools.
Right.
We've also explored crucial factors like security, performance, support, and flexibility that you need to consider when choosing any hosting provider.
There's a lot to think about.
It is. And we've emphasized the importance of being a discerning consumer.
Yeah.
Asking the right questions and looking beyond the marketing hype to make informed decisions about your online presence.
Couldn't agree more.
That's right. In the next part of our deep dive, we'll wrap up our exploration of AI-powered website hosting by discussing the broader implications of these advancements for online creativity, entrepreneurship, and the future of the web itself. We spent the last two parts kind of dissecting Spark's offerings, right?
Yeah.
Their unlimited hosting and that that dazzling array of AI tools.
It's a lot to unpack.
It is. But now I want to zoom out a bit.
Okay.
If we can now use AI to build websites and generate content and even make videos,
right.
What does that mean for the future of online creativity?
That's the big question, isn't it?
It is.
I think, we're at this point where the barriers to entry for creating an online presence are crumbling. So imagine a world where anyone, regardless of their tech skills or budget, can launch a polished website,
right.
create engaging content, and connect with a global audience.
That's thrilling, but also a bit intimidating.
Yeah.
Does this mean we'll be drowning in AI-generated content?
That's a concern.
Will human creativity become obsolete?
I don't think so.
Okay.
I think instead of replacing us, I see AI as a tool that can amplify human creativity.
Okay.
It handles the repetitive tasks, the tedious stuff, freeing us up to focus on strategy, on innovation, on the uniquely human elements that AI can't replicate.
So it's not about AI taking over.
No.
But about us learning to partner with it.
Exactly.
Becoming AI conductors, maybe orchestrating these tools to achieve our vision.
I love that analogy. That's a great way to put it.
Thanks.
I think the most successful online creators of the future will be those who can harness the power of AI, but while still infusing their work with their own voice, their perspective, their unique brand of magic.
Kind of like how the invention of the printing press didn't eliminate the need for authors.
Yes.
It just allowed their ideas to spread further and faster.
That's a great point. Exactly. And just like the printing press revolutionized the way we share information, AI has the potential to revolutionize the way we create and experience content online.
Okay, so as AI becomes more sophisticated, what should we be doing to prepare ourselves? Do we all need to become AI experts?
I don't think so.
Right.
But understanding the basics of how AI works, its
Yeah.
strengths and limitations will be crucial.
Right.
It's like learning to use a new software program.
Yeah.
You don't need to know the underlying code,
Right.
but you need to know how to navigate the interface and utilize its features.
And more importantly, we need to stay adaptable, right?
Yes.
Because AI is evolving so rapidly.
It is.
What works today might be outdated tomorrow.
Absolutely. Continuous learning and a willingness to experiment will be key. Those who are comfortable embracing change, exploring new tools, and refining their skills alongside AI will have a significant advantage.
So as we wrap up this deep dive, I want to bring it back to you, the listener.
Okay.
If you're thinking about launching a website or creating content, or just curious about the future of online creativity, what's one key takeaway you should remember?
I would say that AI is a tool, a powerful one.
Okay.
But ultimately, you are the artist.
Right.
Don't be afraid to experiment with AI to see how it can enhance your work, but never lose sight of your own unique vision and the human element that makes your creation special.
Beautifully said.
Huh?
And on that note, it's time to wrap up this deep dive into the world of AI-powered website hosting.
Okay.
We've explored the promises, the potential pitfalls, and the broader implications of this rapidly evolving landscape.
It's been quite a journey.
It has.
We hope this journey has given you valuable insights and sparked your curiosity to explore further.
Definitely.
Remember, the online world is constantly changing, but with the right tools and a willingness to adapt.
Right.
The possibilities for creativity and connection are truly limitless.
Thanks for joining us on this deep dive.
It's been a pleasure.
We'll see you next time for another fascinating exploration of the ideas shaping our world.